So I was pretty sick, but I slept all the way through tonight. Like, I did not wake up a single time. My cat didn't try to wake me up. Who is currently resting on me, and I gave him a big hug just now. And he woke me up finally at 7, because I forgot to turn on my alarm. So good cat. Yeah. Thank you very much, Trans Queena and P Text for helping me tonight. So I am feeling much better actually. I woke up really healthy. So I'll get RDE started right away. I do want to apologize to the runner for leaving the Mahanen like that. Really big apologies. I'm feeling a lot better though. Thank you guys so much for destroying the record, or sorry, the goal. Like, holy moly. Honestly, like, I didn't think we would hit 500 because, like, we don't really do these kind of things here. It's not like we're like a channel where the fan base like donates that much. Like, you guys are just very supportive with viewing. So I was just very shocked that we hit it immediately. So I want to thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys support further charity events that we do here, because it does mean a lot to me, especially this charity specifically. I'm going to get the run started shortly. Eddie, hi, look, you can hear my cat now. Eddie, you want to say hi? Yeah, you want to say hi to everyone and break their ears? Eddie, talk. There you go, buddy. Yeah, good job, Eddie. Okay, I'm gonna get the next runner set up. Thank you guys so much. I'll have a story to tell later on this marathon. Y'all.
We're gonna get right into this. I already made a profile, so something just to note a little bit before is like this game has save files depending on like a different profile you put into the game, so you can have a bunch of different kinds. But the kind of run that we're doing has to start from a new file, so we have a file already for that. Timing doesn't start until the first input, so like I'm just gonna start it going into the game mode. So we're gonna play Conquest mode. And the thing with Conquest mode, and I'll just I'll say go, but it's like the second I start moving is when the timing actually starts. But the thing with Conquest mode is that it's a very interesting game mode, completely different from like whatever you're used to seeing from Mortal Kombat story mode, from like modern era. And Armageddon was like really different from all the other games as well. And go. Okay. Oops. Wow. Sick. Okay. So first things first. is since we're doing max percent, we're gonna have to do a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to get a lot of collectibles. We don't have to get everything. We only have to get everything that is collected within the game that doesn't have an infinite amount of, which money is included into that, so we don't need money. But we need to collect all the relics. We need to collect all. We have to open all the treasure chests, and we have to complete all obelisk challenges, and we also have to collect all music notes. Now, the reason that there is a max percent and a 100%, because there are both those categories, is because whenever you collect all the relics in the game, you already just automatically 100% the game, just how the game is made for some reason. So a typical 100% run of the category is actually just all relics and then completing all the obelisk challenges, because that's the only real differences in terms of completion for Conquest. Because if you just get all the relics, you unlock everything. Okay, and that was our first actual fight of the run. That's Cobra. He's a little tool. Generally, the reason I kind of did that basic 1-2 combo, Taven doesn't have the best damaging moves or anything, but doing combos generally in this game will, the more hits you do, the less damage you'll do over time. Oops. So you want to make sure that you're still doing a good amount of damage with each hit. And you saw we finished the timer at 78 or something like that. If we didn't, and then it wasn't as good. Because generally you can get almost an 80 with 80 seconds left on the clock and win. So that's basically a 10 to a 12 second fight if you play it well. It's a little unfortunate, but it's kind of luck-based. Oops. Okay. Sometimes you can hit him away. Sometimes you can't. This is an obelisk, though. Ooh, that's good RNG. Did that little error because I pressed the wrong button, but what these are just basically so Armageddon is the last game of Mortal Kombat before it was revamped. That's good. That's a little unfortunate. Jarek's kind of a troll. But so since this was the last game, they still were kind of planning on continuing it, and they were gonna base it off of this character, which is Taven. He's a demigod, and throughout the story, you're just figuring out how to play better and how to fight and yada yada. And these obelisk challenges, the only one that's required to do all of them is this one. There's one that's completely you don't have to do it at all, and there's 2 that you have to do 1 mission in. So there aren't that many extra ones, but when you involve having to do all the missions that you don't normally do in any percent, it does add quite a bit of time. Oops. Oops. Just open, but okay. Can't skip this cutscene for some reason. So basically what the challenges are is just they're little trials set up by Taven's parents, and it's just training. Oh, oh, okay. And as you can see, from just a little bit from here, not too much, hasn't been like too bad so far, but this game isn't the best made. It's pretty glitchy, and not like overly glitchy. It just like has a lot of interesting quirks to it. So yeah, we'll see some stuff later for sure. But we can skip most of the cutscenes. Right here we're gonna see a hidden treasure chest. That's nice. And we're gonna keep going. We don't have to break this totem to activate that. Whenever you see a little like glowing circle, that usually means something good. Okay. We don't have to worry about these cycles. Get that. Those are the relics. There's 60 of them total in the game. Alrighty. Someone didn't die. Oh no, we did. Good. As long as they don't shield, they will die in one hit to this move. Very nice. So what I'm doing now are like kind of like special moves. They're really good, but since we're on a new file, we don't have as good of a what's the word I'm looking for? You can have like the bar at the top of our health and the little blue bar, which I just call it like a Kai blast bar thing. It's kind of like how it is in like Dragon Ball Z games. It's just like a power meter. They also have iframes. Sick. When you do like runs that don't require you to start on a fresh file, you can do runs that have completed the game already. To open stuff. I do need to open stuff. Let me open stuff. Okay, so there's 2 treasure chests in here. 1, 2. Get away. And then I got the last relic. Okay, there we go. A little sloppy, but it's okay. So that's all the treasure chests and music notes and the relics in that area. There's kind of a lot going on, and also, like, this is a pretty new category, so when I submitted it, it was originally, like, a lot of different things, kind of. I didn't realize how busted, like, collecting all the relics was in terms of completion, and, it kind of made for routing, or not routing, just like making categories for this game kind of interesting, because having a 100% category is a little arbitrary because there's a bunch of different ways to 100% the category. So, or 100% conquest at least. So, like even finding like a proper name for it was kind of weird. And I finally got to max percent when I found out that you can't really do like a run of crypt 100%, because that's basically just all relics. And you don't want, I didn't want to like not include something in a 100% category. But also, if you get all the relics, it's basically 100%. So it's a really interesting dynamic, but I decided just to call it max percent because even though when you get all the relics, you collect everything, we're just collecting it anyway because we're still able to collect it while we're in this story mode at least. Okay. So anyway, most of the fights we're going to be trying to just kill as many as we can with the special moves. There's gonna be some strats that I have somewhat set for each of them, but sometimes I just go in blindly. Ooh, that was close. Okay, these little orbs are power-ups. That's how we get more health and blast, or whatever you want to call it, special bar. We're also gonna see a lot of like fight manipulations like this, at least, where we're just using a move slash just figuring out what the game like wants us to do. So it doesn't really care about like combos or like anything like that. It just wants us to kill these guys, and the fastest way to kill them is to throw them off a cliff. And since we're able to do that here, we can do that here. You can also kick them, but it's a lot less consistent to do that, so I do need to open these treasure chests that are in here, but do that right here. And right here is a demonstration of a chest that doesn't actually give us anything, it just hurts us. I didn't roll back in time because I'm slow, but it's okay. Whew. Okay. Those are on a cycle, they're not too hard to get, but I usually die. So that was actually pretty good. Skipping. We have to skip cutscenes with B, but mash with A. It's kind of annoying. So this is an interesting section because it's timed, so we can't necessarily go too slow. It also says that we have 30 minutes when it goes faster than 30 minutes. That's everything. So yeah, it's kind of funny, but. These golden those golden treasure chests, sorry, they don't actually like give us anything. They just give us like body parts to make custom characters with, because you can do that in this game. But since they're a treasure chest, we have to open it. Specifics. Well. Now. There's usually all these fights have a gimmick to them, so they're all pretty quick fights, but I do have to pick something up in each of the fights. So you want to try and pick them up while the enemies are like spawning. Oops. I think it's this right here. So a lot of fights in this game, you're allowed to do what is like basically a dash frame. Whenever you finish fights, you're generally like going to be locked into a cutscene of opening a treasure chest, but sometimes you can just roll out of it, which is kind of cool. Oh, that wasn't. Oh, never mind, that was good. Okay, we're fine. Very nice. I didn't get the camera zoom in, that means I did it fast. But yeah, sometimes I can like even skip whole cutscenes. I can't do it too much in this category because when you do those skips, it usually means the treasure chest will not spawn. So I need those treasure chests most of the time. But I can still do variations of it. Also, here's a lightsaber fight. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, sword beam or whatever they want to call it. Alright, so we got the relic in here, which was Jade, Jade's bracelet, and we got that. Let me just quadruple check something. Okay, we're good. Just counting in my head. We're good. But next time I'll just tell you how much I need in each. But we got it all. We only need treasure chests that are on the way. Alright. This is a sector. Something else to note is that you can actually change the difficulty that you're playing on for Conquest. It's not like the easiest, so you have to go in the settings and you just have to change this, like the general combat settings to whatever difficulty you want. There's like 5 or 6 different difficulties in this game. There's actually a lot, but it's obviously just faster just to play on the easiest one. But it doesn't technically lose too much time to do it on even max difficulty. It's just the AI is a little smarter. Oh, come on, man. This is gonna be an interesting one. Ah, dang it. That doesn't even kill him. But he's dead now, so it's fine. Nice animation. So that's a Takunin warship. What else, man? So this game, there's actually like a lot I can talk about with this game, just because like this game has a lot of lore and backstory to it, because it's the last of the Midway made games. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. Ooh, okay. Eh. What the? Wrong one. Okay. Where are you? Alright. Just had to make sure we got those 3 items there. That was a relatively good fight. We want to make sure we have basically full energy bar. Or special bar, whatever you want to call it. I'm really bad at calling it anything. But, nice, went through him. The only way to really damage this guy is through those fireballs, and I need to, okay, good. I just need to get good RNG right there, which I did, which is good. I need one more time because it went through him. Good, alright, good. So right here, you can just like keep running and like skip this whole cutscene, but if you do, you don't get the treasure chest. So you need the treasure chest. That's pretty good.
Round 1, fight.
So now we're fighting Sonya because nobody knows who Taven is. Taven is like I said earlier, he's a demigod, but he's from Edenia. And he's been frozen in rock for like a long time. many hundreds of years. He's been encased in a rock. And now he has to fulfill a quest. And he's finding out what that quest is, because he didn't know about the quest. And or he forgot about it. I can't remember exactly which one. Alright. Get our goodies in here. One more hidden one right there. Also, I like didn't, so I was talking about it like earlier. There's been a lot of conversations. But this game has definitely come a long way with like in terms of category creation. just because there's been so little about, like, little known about the game in general, and also there hasn't been that many people that speedrun the game. So oop. While I was like making the categories and having to like figure out what was needed for each category, or especially for this category, sorry, max percent, I had to watch like a YouTube Let's Play, but this, I can't, it's Mr. G Star and then some numbers, I think is his name, and he made like really good tutorial for figuring out how to get everything in the game, so that was very helpful, because it was definitely not listed anywhere on the internet. It was kind of just like, here are all the relics, because of relics unlocks everything, and it was very unhelpful in that regard. Come on. This fight's if you do that fight perfectly, and or just if you don't get them to shield, you can just kill them in 3 ground pounds. But right here, when it says like the B or A button, it pretty much just gives us an option to keep going or not, and we have to keep going because smack my done. I generally like to keep one alive so that I can combo them and gain my special bar back. Sometimes they don't work with me though. Okay. The submissions are like easy, like this one, where it's like we just have unlimited bar and we can go however ham we want with no consequence really. Wow, okay. And then some of them, which we'll see later, are really tedious or annoying or whatever. There is like instances of RNG in it, but for the most part it's not too bad and you can manage it, but sometimes they can be pretty bad. So yeah, it's not too bad though. Oh. You really want to make sure you don't exit, because there isn't really a way to go back. Ooh. Get out of here. I've actually like had this fight go bad before, so for the sake of going fast and saving a little bit of time, using fireball is actually kind of helpful in this fight. Because you take damage just by existing in this fight, so you have to like kill them in time. And if they just do too much damage to you, that's bad. That was good. Return of the Ice Monsters. Wow, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Now they're gonna start getting a little bit more difficult. Next down, one hit to that. This guy's gonna give me a bar, or like a refill, so I can kind of mess up. No, come on. There we go. And he will also little interesting. But it worked out. Okay. Oh. Yeah. This last one is dependent on how quick you kill these guys. Okay. Dang. Okay. That works out. Ooh. I love when they're in a straight line. Ooh, I can ground pound these guys. There are like even though they have different, or like pretty much the same skins, they do have different health. Hunters have the most, so I have to use fireballs on them or combo them. But like scouts and there's another one. There's scouts and one more. It might be medic that can die in one hit to the ground pound, which does a little bit less damage than the fireballs, obviously. Good. That was pretty good. So those are all the obelisk challenges instead of having to just do one of them. This puts us in a really weird angle, but we're supposed to go this way. The game definitely doesn't act like it though. Don't rip it later. No. Pretty simple stuff. Okay, so fire is pretty useful whenever we have fights. You can just uppercut them, combo them. If they're far enough away, you can kick them into it. It's pretty helpful. Okay. Thank you. Right. Got everything. Got our relic and those 2 treasure chests. Now we do an easy fight. Most of the items in this game are like super busted. We have an item and usually means the fight's gonna go pretty easily, but sometimes that's not the case. There's like 2 cases. There's also like sometimes there's nerfs, like some items make you walk a lot slower, which is a little annoying, but still not like it's the hard fight though. Alright. All of these all of these freaking what am I trying to say? The hazards. They're all that's what they're called. All these hazards are 1-hit KO like hazards, so I definitely don't want to get hit by any of them. And it's also like it does a long animation and it's a whole thing, so avoiding dying from that is pretty nice. No, dude, I went to the wrong dude. So this fight is a little interesting. We can't do damage to Wu Lei, which is this guy over here, until we beat all of his little henchmen, which we did pretty quickly, which is nice. Now we just do combos. No. And sometimes he'll hit you away. Sometimes I'll do it twice. Okay.
Outstanding. Finish him.
But you have to make sure you kill him, because then you spawn a treasure chest. Very nice. I did get it. Cool. It was just a troll health bar. These are on a weird cycle. Sometimes you have to wait. Cool. Ah! Okay. And this fight is pretty simple. We want to have all of them spawn, and then boop, boop, boop. Oh, come on, man. Where are you?
Excellent.
Cool. It's a another like thing to note with this category specifically, and all treasure chests, which is the category. A lot of these categories are in category extensions. The main leaderboards has 90% in all relics, but yes, so it's just hard to track. If you have everything, you just kind of have to know where everything is, slash like how much there are in each section, and just like know you got them all. The only other way to like check is to just not collect a relic and then go into your crypt on that file and check, because that would show you everything that you've collected, because then it wouldn't auto unlock everything. But I know how I have my notes and everything, so that rain fight can go really bad, so that went well.
I need to keep looking for my mother's temple.
You do want to wait for this to go by. Alright. Oh dang, it's the other one. So, archers, they are enemies and they're annoying. Generally, you have to prioritize them over like literally anything else, but for right now, they're not too big of a deal. It is. Music. And dang, missed. Okay. Oh yeah, it's this one. Wait. I want to make sure I have a full bar going into this fight.
Fight.
Don't let him get near the temple. Archers! Archers!
Okay. There are 2 collectibles to collect in this room.
I The archers.
Sucks. In order to progress with this fight, I need to kill 3 archers. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Alright.
Bring forward the catapult!
So now that I got to the next section, I'm more likely to get those items to spawn, those refill items to spawn. So it'll be a lot easier. Now the catapults are going, I can die a lot easier. So I have to make sure I don't die, which is just kind of luck based where they land. Generally, if I'm moving around, they're not going to hit me. But I do need to make sure I'm getting these guys to die, which they're not. Thank you. Because the game's only keeping track of the archers that I'm killing and not these guys. Okay. There we go. Very cool. Alright, this is a fun fight. This can go either really good or really bad. We'll see how it goes. Ah, dang it. Okay. Ugh, they're blocking, dude. Okay. Could have been worse.
I must locate the gift my mother left for me.
Alright.
Somewhere in this temple.
So yeah, these vases, they just act like the other kinds of... Oh, I didn't even realize I had opened it. But yeah, they act like any other like breakable items that would give you some health or energy bar. So we have to use those a lot more in this section. Because these fights are usually kind of annoying. This fight isn't too bad, it's just spam the uppercut move. But that's because we have an item. Make sure we open all these. That rollback after the dash frame, or after the after breaking the ice, was like a dash frame, because generally once you break the ice, the game will just start the animation, but we ran right before it. This is Frost. She was encased in an ice tomb because she's naughty. Like, she just wants power. She's power hungry. And she's a little crazy. And she thinks that we're Sub-Zero for some reason. was a little troll, but it's alright. Alright. Need to make sure we break open all of these. Oh. And boom. Frost's alternate costume. Wowie. And now we're fighting Sub-Zero. Oop. The Taven does have a decent amount of good offing tools. Like, these fights aren't too bad as long as you can get the inputs out, which sometimes I have trouble with. Not gonna lie. But for the most part, the fights are pretty good. Oop, oop. Oop, okay. Oop, okay. Oh, okay. Making me eat my words. Oh my goodness. Throw a fireball at that. Open these. Where is it? There we go. And then collect this, and that's our 30th. So yeah, as we see, every 10 relics we unlock something else. When you unlock all of them, you unlock the crypt. Oh no, nothing found. I guess I'll just try again. Dang, nothing found. What do you think, chat? Should I try one more time? I think I'm gonna try one more time. Oh wow! It's a weird gimmick for that relic specifically. Ooh. I need you guys to line up, kinda. Very good. Okay. So not in every category do we have to go down all 4 of these levels, but, or I guess corridors, but we have to go down all of them in this category. And any percent we only have to go down these first 2, or these bottom 2, and then in all relics you have to go to the bottom 2 and the top, I guess, left, maybe? I don't really know what to call it, but eh. But for this one, we have to go through every single one. Just gonna play it safe. Very cool. But there's generally a at least one collectible at the end of each of them, so. You just want to make sure you don't get hit by the firewall because they're one-shots. Also, it doesn't matter for the collectibles, luckily, but if you die before getting to the checkpoint, you have to redo the first, or like, not both of the corridors, but you have to redo the one that you died in. Because you have to get the checkpoint, which is outside of the corridor. Yep. I'm just playing it safe. Whoop. Energy ball right here. Oops. Oops. Alright, cool. So we got the last treasure chest, and then we're gonna death warp to the front, or to the door that we unlocked. Because unlockables are always saved once you collect it, so. That was pretty good. That wasn't. Dang. I almost did that fast enough to only use one of them. That's really good. Usually that's like a 3-cycle fight. So that was really good. Anyway. This is Smoke. He looks spooky in this game. Ow. Oh. Oh. He also doesn't usually do this. That's a gold. That is a gold. Love to see it. Very fun. For this fight, I like to go at like all of these guys with kind of like an angle, because they like to block and attack, which is kind of annoying. Like generally, I say that it's kind of obvious that they like to do that because it's a game like that, but sometimes the AI doesn't generally block or attack right off the bat, but these guys like to. But when you go at them at kind of an angle, they generally don't do it yet. That was good. Also, I just got a chance to glance over. I don't think Su Sao has a chance of coming back, to be honest. Oops. he kind of came back, hit a cameo of being dead, but also I don't know when there's gonna be another Mortal Kombat game. I'm pretty sure they're making like a Mortal Kombat versus something. I need to get him out of the corner like that. So for whatever reason, like right there, I mean, AI do this like weird jump glitch whenever they're up against the wall. It's really irritating. But it's alright. Yeah, he's like, I think Aaron Black brings him in a bag, brings his head in a bag or something. I think that's who it is. Alright. This is just another unskippable cutscene.
Defend the stronghold.
Must be captured.
Do not let him get inside.
Kind of want them all to group up near me when I have this item.
You must not gain access.
And then friend should spawn. Where's friend? There he is.
War leader. You must not gain access.
And hopefully we finish it with this cycle. Very nice. Very nice. So even though there is a back roll, the back roll is like way not, it's like super bad. It's better to just turn around and forward roll. It's really weird.
Round one. Fight.
Weird. No tornado move. Ah, come on, Fujin. Come on, Fujin. Quit it. 69, nice, nice.
Fight.
Fujin used to be like a fight that was pretty consistent for me, and then he kind of just started getting better. Never been the same. Not bad though.
I need to discover why the red dragon has been hunting me.
Alright. Oops. So this is a really weird section. So generally, it would just be better to go to do all this like later. But this treasure chest respawns. So you have to open it twice. So we have to open it once before we do this section and once after we do the section. So we just get everything at that time. There's 2 relics and 2 treasure chests in here I have to collect as well. Ay. Dang. Oh yeah, and the music note. Got pretty lucky with the finish him. That's the last relic we needed. Got everything we needed. Love to see it.
Round one, fight!
No. Very good. That's what we like to see.
Round two, fight!
Dang. Pretty good.
Flawless victory.
I need to find my brother Dagon. He must still be in these caves somewhere.
Alright. So now that we did all that, we don't have to open up anything else in there. We've got to backtrack out of here. We have this cutscene for some reason. And then here it is again. It gives us 300 again. The reason it's definitely like a respawn is because if you open up a treasure chest again that's been opened, it'll give you 100 coins. That gives you 300 again. So it just, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, yeah. That's everything. Very nice. And squeesh. R.I.P. the mouse. Or the rat, whatever it is. Where are you? Where'd you go? Yeet. 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 Hey. Oh, come on now. GG. Yeah, those red barrels are very useful. That's the wrong way. I know it's not. Okay. Break that one, get Serena's mask thing. Very nice.
Round one, fight!
Yeah. Whenever you see that move, it means I didn't do the up special right.
Round 2. Fight.
Dang. Got him. So this stage is one of the most different from any of the other categories because of max percent.
Dagon must be at the base
Gotta do a
of
lot of
this mountain by now.
extra stuff
I'll
than you
have to make
normally
my way
have to.
down.
There's a couple extra different parts of this map that you just don't even have to go to, but we have to go to. So, see that in a second. But this fight is pretty interesting. We don't have to worry about our special bar at all, so we can just use it up. But these enemies are really annoying. They have a lot of super armor sometimes. They have a lot of what's it called? Yeah, they have priority. They have like projectiles. Okay. They're just not the fun. Just to play with. Make sure you go on this side. Because if we go on the other side, then it would just instantly start the fight, and we want to collect these two things. So there we go. Now we go down and start the fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Draman has some moves.
Round 2. Fight.
No.
Taven wins. Flawless victory.
I'm just gonna trigger this cutscene now. Throw the fireball at the bat. I didn't want this. Alright, these items are not too helpful. Well, like I said earlier, these enemies are also really annoying, so not a great mix. Oh, that wasn't good. At all. Yeah, it helps. But yeah, none of the moves that you can use with this item are too helpful in this fight, and there's also just, they have projectiles, and sometimes you don't hit them, and it's a whole thing. Sometimes I can, if they're spawning over here, I can hit them off the stage, just fast. No. Aw, dang. Okay.
Excellent.
That's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna go and look at this. I want to go on the far end here. This. Oh. Where am I? There we go. And I have to open all. I have to ground pound all of these. I didn't know it was over there. Didn't hear it spawn. That's okay. Just RNG where it spawns. Sometimes it can spawn over by the treasure chest. There's a couple different spots it can spawn. Just the worst. See right there. Oh wait. Get our last relic and then go in. Alright, so this is a completely optional obelisk. But obviously we gotta do it. So let's see how it goes. That's a good start. Good. We just have to make sure these enemies don't get to him. Generally, you can get refill items to spawn, but sometimes they don't spawn, like this. Okay. There we go. Good. Dang. Okay, not bad. It's one of the more hard, more difficult ones. Okay. Double okay. Not a good start to this one. Okay. Not the angle I wanted. Sometimes the fireball will either miss them or it will just be a 2-hit on them sometimes because of their super armor. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that was good too. Dang. The ending really helped. But this is when the obelisk challenges start getting a little bit more difficult. But we also get to see characters that you don't normally get to see, like Motaro.
Round one. Fight.
Didn't know I was just gonna miss him.
Round two. Fight.
Might hit him off the stage, but hopefully he just doesn't go towards the corner. Sometimes you can do like a stage hazard and kill them, but most of the time it's not optional or helpful or doable. But I can try it later in the run. But this stage doesn't have a death one. It doesn't kill them. It just is a long animation. So good that we didn't get it. Oof, that was good. Oh shoot. Oh, dang. Yeah, that usually happens. Okay, I got him. That was pretty good. This is another fight with Moloch instead of Motaro.
Fight.
Moloch, you can't use the fireball on him, so you have to fight him a little differently. I guess that works. This is the last one. So this one is like highly just dependent on if they hit me, because I can't do anything other than just use this. Nothing will like kill them faster than the sword. Not even fireballs. Yeah. Not bad. Alright, so that's everything up here. Now this fight is really stupid. I thought this fight was like worked a lot differently than it does. But it's literally just, you need to collect 12 of these power-ups. That's the only collectible on this side of the map or whatever, so. Okay, that's good. No, dude, go that way. Dang, really? Thanks. This is just not good RNG. Just really not good RNG, I guess. Okay.
Well done. Round one. Fight!
The reason we're fighting Li Mei is because she was fighting Shinnok, which he is a bad guy, but Taven still thinks that he's a good guy. 'Cause back in the day, when Taven was not frozen in a rock, Shinnok was a god that was like not bad, not corrupt yet.
Flawless victory.
Alright, so now we're in, now we're like teaming up with Shinnok, kinda. So Shinnok has taken us through what he used to own. This is his area, like this, it's called the Shinnok Spire. But it's not his anymore because, nope, nope, nope. Oh gosh, this is not good. Wait. I just got really bad RNG. No. No. Okay, we're good. We almost died, but we're fine. I'm just gonna make sure there isn't a hidden item in here. I'm pretty sure there is not. Yeah, there isn't. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is the next fight we gotta do. But while we're here, we also have to collect some stuff. First thing was Baracho's bag. And this is just a different phase of the fight. Whenever you do a certain amount of health to him, you have to like fight these imps. You get to each section by just doing fireballs. Don't think there's any secret treasure chests in here. There's just one more that spawns after the fight. We're good. I was checking it anyway. Very nice.
Round one, fight! Fight!
Okay. I messed up this section a lot, so I need to make sure I don't do that. But this fight is an interesting fight because all we gotta do is make the we have to just fill the room with blood, pretty much. It's pretty whack. We do that by throwing these guys or like ground pounding them into the walls. You can uppercut them up in there too, but sometimes they dodge. So. But usually I forget to get that treasure chest, so good thing I did not forget to get it. And then we gotta open that. Okay. I needed to go in that direction, so that's helpful. Alright, let's go down here. Very nice. now we have 2 fights.
Round 1. Fight.
Also, you can turn off the gore, or you can just turn it down. Like, you can turn the blood level down and stuff like that. But it actually loses time to do that. I found that out the hard way doing a run. If you turn down the gore, a lot of the enemies take more hits to kill them. Because it doesn't show the animations of them dying horrifically. Ah, come on, Shiva. Shiva! 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 Stop it! Shiva! Oh my goodness.
Round 1. Fight.
Dang. Dang, dude. He did some weird stuff. Alright.
Round 2. Fight.
Ugh. That was also a misinput. Now we're getting to the nitty-gritty of it. Last 2 areas.
Shao Kahn's fortress. I must be an outworld. I suspect Quan Chi is already inside. I must find a way to get in.
You do that. Okay. We have to kill. No, dude, don't shoot at the same one. Okay. Have to kill all those archers. I wasn't sure what cycle I was on. That's alright. Boop. Very nice. Playing it safe. You can technically run in between each cycle when you go down, at least, but I'm not taking that chance. There's a hidden treasure chest right here. I could have made that. Good. I had a wonky cycle. Or I came in at a wonky cycle. Come here, guys. Come here. Come here. Come here. Got one of them. Very good. Whatever. People. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Let's go. Nice. Okay. So this fight is oh. Okay, sorry, I had family interruptions. So that fight is dependent on, you have to get a bunch of those enemies into those grinders to make the elevator stop. And then you gotta kill the rest of them. So that's what we did. Let's see if I can get this strat. I don't know why I have such a bad time with this, but I can never get the quick kill on these. You can do it with this on this side, or you can uppercut them into the fire, or the lava, which is the other direction. Where she's standing kind of right now, but she's too far away from it. So yeah, you can do that if you're better than me, which doesn't take much. I'm not the best at the 2D sections. Which is technically 3D, but I'm not good at these fights. And it's not really worth it to go, like, to do it if they really have a decent amount of health left, or if they don't have too much health left, it's not really like worth to go for it. So. We are on track, you'll love to see it. These enemies don't have a lot of health at all, they just have a really annoying move. So you just have to hope they spawn kind of near you and compound a bunch of them. You can also like hit them up onto the conveyor belt. But sometimes it doesn't work out too well. Those better just compounding.
think this is the way out? Follow me.
Yeah. So we had some goodies to collect in here. I believe. I think it's the next one. It's just useful to have. Yes. All right. Whoops. Okay. I kind of screwed that up, but I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so you have to freeze him in the middle. Ground pound. Freeze him again. You only have 4 chances to really do this optimally, so you want to make sure you don't really screw it up. Very nice. Don't go in there yet. So I need to throw a fireball at that. I'll open this treasure or this room.
Quan Chi was not in the dungeon. Something Shujinko said might imply that he is in the throne room. Hopefully this lift will take me there.
This is an auto-scroller, so not too much going on in this fight. We just have to kill it. We have to win before we get to the top, which isn't too big of a difficult task. We want to make sure we collect that moving node. We need to.
Excellent.
Very nice. Perfect timing. Alright. So this fight, we have to throw fireballs at each of these pedestal type things. And for the most part, we have to go in each of these little each of these little caverns and collect what's inside of them. Doing that. Let's get him over here so we can get him hit. What? I don't know if that's gonna fail. Just gonna. Don't know why it didn't work. But anyway, you have to freeze him in the middle. And hit him again.
The energy from the orbs weakens
Gotta do the same thing.
I'll need to do that again. Finish it off.
Make sure you don't die.
Maybe I could focus the orb's energy on the statue.
Okay.
I trap the statue in the center of the room.
That's all 56 so far. Come here, friend. And boom.
Well done.
too bad, not too bad.
Round one, fight!
Okay. You do need to be a little careful with Goro. He's kind of the best character in the game, sorta. Like, he does a lot of damage. That move specifically does a lot of damage. But his AI isn't the best, so it's fine. But if you do, like, if you see like an arcade run of the game, it's usually done with Goro.
Round two, fight!
That's unlucky. Ah. Okay. A little close, but we're good. Whoa. Alright. This fight can go really poorly, so we'll see how it goes. Jeez. Yeah, here's kind of what I mean. Okay. Did I miss him? Okay. Getting finish-ins are good because it gives you it fills up your bar for the most part. Come on, man. Good enough. Reiko is one of the more difficult AIs to deal with.
Round one, fight!
Ah, he freaking parried. Yeah, dude. What troll?
Round two, fight! Flawless victory.
Alright. This is the last obelisk of the run. This challenge, we just have to collect the little orb a bunch of times. It shows up in random spots. I have a lot of family interruptions at the wrong times, man. Anyway. Okay. So you're gonna see kind of how we manipulate this end obelisk to being kind of like a lot easier to deal with. Very nice. Just cornering them in the wall, especially in the corners, and just continuously kicking them, especially, will just make their health go down really quick. Now I have to fight Shao Kahn.
Round 1. Fight!
I've never seen that. Just T-posing.
Taven wins. Round 2. Fight! Outstanding.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, so for this fight, it's like the last one. We have to kill Dagon, but also dodging both my... Oh, I wasn't hitting the right one? Okay. What? Wait, I'm actually confused. That was really weird. Oh well. Anyway, we don't really, you can't really use the special moves. So, ooh. Okay, that was really sus. I don't actually know how, why the health bar wasn't changing. So the game will usually tell me which, like, if I'm fighting the right Dagon. And it wasn't doing that, obviously. Okay. die. Okay. Alright. Anyways. So that's the obelisk. not too difficult. But it's definitely, I think it's the most fun obelisk to do. Alright, that's all that's all the relics so far. Very cool. We're fighting Raiden because Raiden made a deal with the bad guys to stop us from saving the world, pretty much. Raiden, what the? What in the world? Really? Am I gonna lose? Okay. I've never seen Raiden this aggressive before. Okay. Why? He's mad. Okay. Alright. These guys don't have a lot of health, so you can kill them with like most moves. So you want to pretty much. Oops. I always get my moves mixed up at the end for some reason, but you just want to ground pound them. If you run out because you don't get to finish him or something, then you just kick him. So this is probably the most infuriating fight in the game. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but you can hit these skulls with fireballs or these enemies that you can throw at them. I think the enemies do more damage to them, or they're at least more effective, but fireballs can sometimes just go through the enemy, so for the most part, I'll try throwing enemies at him. Sometimes fireballs work. Oh, yeah. Sometimes the AI isn't even the problem. Sometimes the like flying rocks are. Sometimes they control. Like they're kind of not being too nice right now. They all seem to randomly throw rocks. Like sometimes he's not back there as much as he is right now. Grab him? Maybe? What the crap was that? Okay. We'll take it. Yeah, it's definitely utter chaos. I died in my PB, so now I gotta open all these. All the relics, you unlock everything. Open that, collect that. Into the fight. Yeah, that was actually not terrible. That was a sub 5-minute section there. Oop. So now we're nearing the end of the game. We only have 3 fights left. We're fighting. Okay. Fighting Scorpion, and then the last 2 characters, which are story based. So I mean, Scorpion is also story based, but he's just kind of here. He's here to make us not go on, but. Alright, so now we finally got to Dagon, which is our brother. He's basically just corrupt. Okay. And he's fighting with one of the swords that I have. Okay, Dagon, chill, dude.
Round 2. Fight!
Right. Yeah, basically he got released from his rock early. And like got with the wrong crowd.
Flawless victory.
That's basically what happened. Alright, so we can't skip this cutscene. So
Unfortunate.
Blaze is gonna explain to you guys the story.
Dagon has fallen. Now you must fulfill your obligation.
Obligation? The quest destroyed my family. Explain to me why I should
Those are a
care.
couple of them that haven't been corrupted.
My creator
Yeah.
foresaw the coming Armageddon. That through mortal combat, warriors would unknowingly tap into the very forces that make reality possible. Those warriors are in the crater below, engaged in mortal combat.
All of them? But with that many fighting in one place.
This crater will be the origin of the apocalypse unless something is done to prevent it. The Elder Gods had ordered your father to orchestrate a solution. He decided to kill them all when the time came, but your mother argued to merely strip the combatants of their special abilities. For some were heroes, undeserving of death. In the
Quite
end,
the
they
story.
conceived of a contest between you and your brother. The victor would unleash one of two solutions. Like a coin toss, one side would disarm the warriors. The other would destroy them all.
Which side of the coin am I?
It is unknown even to me. Your armor is the catalyst. The fate of the combatants will be revealed when our battle is done.
So by defeating you, I could be killing them all.
They are unimportant. Whichever outcome, you will be saving the realms. But you must not let anyone else combat me.
Then allow me to win, and we'll put an end to this.
No, Taven. I must act according to my creator's design. Take your sword, walk through the archway and finish the quest.
And allow me to win. Okay. So time is on the last hit of Blaze. So hopefully I beat him first try. We'll see. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the run. Hope you guys learned some stuff. Because it's quite the game. It's an interesting speedrun for sure. I enjoy it. I enjoy all the movement aspects of it, and it's not that long. A bunch of different ways to play through the game as well. Yeah, we're gonna be pretty ahead of estimate. As long as I don't lose a bunch.
Round one, fight!
Okay. Wow.
Taven wins. Round two, fight!
Oh, no, time. Wow, that was fast. I was expecting that to kill. Alright, GG's.
Taven wins.
We did it. I got a 2:05:22. What my timer got, but
has been ripped to
seconds are
pieces.
who cares?
I awoke
Not
in
bad.
a foreign
World
realm,
record's a
forced to complete
2-hour.
quest set
It's a
forth by my
2:00:27, I
parents,
think.
Argus and
So not bad at all.
This quest, though intended to save the realms, has destroyed my family.
I got a few
My brother
golds as
Dagon
well. That's pretty
became
cool.
obsessed with winning the ultimate prize of full godhood and murdered our parents. And
There's
in his
the
madness,
do
he
you
sought
wanna
to
save your
destroy
splits?
me
Okay.
as well.
But yeah,
Orin
that's
and
Mortal
Kara,
Kombat.
dragons loyal
Armageddon,
to our family
at least.
for ages, were not spared from the curse this
The way that
quest
they
has wrought.
like ended the game
Dagon
was kind of like
enslaved
this is
Goro to
Taven's
serve his
ladder
own
ending,
ends.
so
The sorcerer Quan
that's
Chi
another
killed
fun
Orin,
thing.
who was my guardian.
But that's max percent, man. That's
Though I
all
had
the treasure
nothing
chests,
left,
music
I was
notes.
determined to complete the
We got all
quest.
the
I faced many combatants,
health
fighting
and
my
like
way to the top of the
energy
pyramid
bar
until at
power
last
ups. We don't
I
need to get, but
alone
we got all of them.
defeated Blaze in immortal
All the relics as
combat.
well.
The energy released
And all the
by his
obelisk
death
challenges.
passed through
So,
me, granting me
pretty cool,
full
man.
godhood.
Pretty cool.
The excess power then
Hope you guys
filtered through
enjoyed.
my
I hope you
armor and
guys
passed
have been
into
enjoying the
other
marathon.
combatants.
Thanks for
Though
supporting the
this
cause
energy
as
was
well.
to have one of two effects on them: death or annulment of their powers.
We still got a couple more runs to go for sure.
unforeseen
So,
outcome resulting. The quest did nothing to resolve the instability of the realm.
I don't know
But
if
as
the next
protector
runner
of
is ready
Ardeia,
or
I
whatever.
vow to stave off Armageddon until a solution can be found.
But these credits take like 12 years, so. Quest did nothing, yes. But yeah, man, check out the leaderboards. There are tons of different categories that you can do for this game. There's Motor Combat, which is a racing version of Mortal Kombat. This particular game has like 60 plus characters to play the game with. Konquest has a bunch of different ways to play through it. Not the most popular game at all, but it's definitely coming up there. It's definitely something to like keep an eye out for in speedruns, I think. At least in terms of Mortal Kombat games. It's a really fun story mode. Has a lot to offer. Definitely wonky, but you know, what isn't? Yeah. I don't know if the next runner is ready or anything. Because I'm pretty early. We are quite ahead of schedule, to be honest. Both my run and the run before mine, the randomizer, were pretty below estimate.